This is Funny. You are watching Funny HS Info. Today I come up with the topic OSHWC Code 2020. In this presentation, I discuss about what are the 13 major labor laws included in this code and the introduction, applicability, key highlights, penalties for contraventions, structure and arrangement of this particular code. Let us start with introduction of this session. OSHWC code means Occupational Safety, Health and Work Condition Code 2020. Was introduced in Lok Sabha by Minister of State for Labour and Employment on September 19, 2020. Passed by Lok Sabha on September 22, 2020 and passed by Rajya Sabha on September 23, 2020. The code processes to subsum 633 provisions of major labor laws into one single code with 143 provisions in 14 chapters and 3 schedules. The 13 major labor laws included in this code are the Factories Act 1948, the Contractor Labour Act 1970, the Mines Act 1952, the Dock Workers Act 1986, the Building and Other Construction Workers Act 1996, the Plantation Labour Act 1951, the Interstate Migrant Workman Act 1979, the Working Journalist and Other Newspaper Employees Act 1955, the Working Journalist Act 1958, the Cine Workers and Cinema Theatre Workers Act 1981, the Motor Transport Workers Act 1961, the Sales Promotion Employees Act 1976 and the Beedi and Cigar Workers Act 1966. These are the 13 major labor laws included in this code. And second one, applicability. The code applies on factories having 20 or more workers and manufacturing process is being carried with the aid of power, or 40 or more workers where manufacturing process is being carried out without the aid of power. The code emphasizes on health, safety and welfare of workers employed in various sectors like industry, trade, business, manufacturing, factory, motor transport undertaking, building and other construction work, newspaper establishments, audio-video production, plantation, mine and dock work, and service sectors. The code does not apply to the offices of central government, state government, and any ship of war or any nationality, but at the same time, it applies to contract labor employed through contractor in the offices where the central government or state government are principal employer. The code creates special provisions for certain classes of establishments such as factories, mines, dock workers and construction workers. These include separate provisions on license, safety regulations and duties of employers. The code consists of schedules which include industries involved in hazardous process, list of matters where standards are to be followed with respect to health and safety of workers, and list of notifiable diseases for which communication shall be made to concerned authorities. The next one, the key highlights of these codes are issuance of appointment letter to every employee on their appointment in the establishment. The establishment employing 100 workers will be responsible to provide canteen facility, reduction from current limit of 250. Employer in construction business cannot hire worker with defective vision, deafness, or a tendency for giddiness if there is a risk of accident. Key definitions of terms like wages, banking company, and core activity of an establishment has been inserted. Employers are required to ensure the disposal of hazardous and toxic waste including e-waste. Workers cannot be required to work for more than 6 days or a week and will be entitled on the day off for every 20 days of work and 1 day off every week. Workers employed in transport, sales promotion and journalism have special work hour and leave requirements specified. Employers are required to conduct free annual medical health checkup for their employees. Elaborative provisions related to interstate migrant workers, employees of plantation and liabilities of contractors has been inserted in the considering it gives leverages to their either sides. Workers, employees are entitled to receive overtime amount at the rate of twice the wage. Considering COVID-19, the central government has reserved its power to make regulations for general safety and health of persons in the event of declaration of an epidemic, pandemic or disaster. This has not been affected by any other law for the time of being in force. The code aimed at lessening the burden of employees as it would replace multiple registrations under various attachments to one common registration, one license and one return, which will ultimately create a consolidated database certainly and will be helpful under ease of doing businesses. The code has maximum registration process to be initiated electronically and hence a minimum of physical contact exists. The workplace should be kept free from hazards that can cause or likely to cause injury or occupational diseases to the employees. Factory with 500 or more construction work or hazardous process factory with 250 or more, mine with 100 or more workers should appoint a safety officer. Employers or contractors are responsible to provide welfare facilities to interstate migrant workers. Employees are required to provide facilities such as ventilation, humidification, potable drinking water, adequate lighting, krichi, washing facilities, bathing places, locker rooms, etc. As per the Factories Act, if any establishment has 500 or more workers, then occupied should appoint a welfare officers. But post implementation of this code, limit shall be reduced to 250 employees. Provisions have been made for the employment of female employees for working beyond 7 pm till 6 am with their consent and condition relating to safety, holiday, working hours. The limit of female workers for the purpose of creating krichi facilities for the children below 6 years of age would increase to 50 female workers from 30 currently. Next one, penalties for contraventions in this code are where penalty is not specified, the employer will be punished with a fine between 2 to 3 lakhs. Whoever fails to comply with or contravenes any of his duties will be punished with imprisonment of up to 2 years or fine up to 5 lakh Indian rupees. An offence that leads to death of an employee will be punishable with imprisonment of up to 2 years or fine up to 5 lakhs or both. For serious injuries with imprisonment of 1 year. Failure to produce records and reports or such documents shall be liable to penalty between 50,000 to 1 lakh. Whoever continues to work in contraventions of any general or special orders issued under the provision of Section 38 shall be punished with the imprisonment of 2 years or fine up to 5 lakh Indian rupees. Next one, the structure and arrangement of this code. This code consists of 14 chapters, which include Chapter 1 Preliminary, Chapter 2 Registration, Chapter 3 Duties of Employee and Employer, Chapter 4 Occupational Safety and Health, Chapter 5 Health, Safety and Working Condition, Chapter 6 Welfare Provisions, Chapter 7 Hours of Work and Annual Leaves with Wages, Chapter 8 Maintenance of Registers, Records and Returns, Chapter 9 Inspector Facilitator Authority, Chapter 10 Special Provision relating to women employment, Chapter 11 Special Provision for Contract Labor and Interstate Migrant Workers, Chapter 12 Offences and Penalties, Chapter 13 Social Security Fund, and Chapter 14 Miscellaneous. And attached with 3 schedules. The first schedule, list of industries involving hazardous process. The second schedule, list of matters. And the third schedule, list of notifiable diseases. And this chapter contains 143 sections. The chapter 1 have 1 to 2 sections. Chapter 2 3 to 5 sections. Chapter 3 6 to 15 sections. Chapter 4 16 to 20 section. Chapter 5 23rd section. Chapter 6 24th section. Chapter 7 25 to 32 sections. Chapter 8 33 section. Chapter 9 34 to 42 sections. Chapter 10 43 to 44 sections. Chapter 11 45 to 93 sections. Chapter 12 94 to 114 sections. Chapter 13 115 section, and Chapter 14 116 to 143 section. This is about Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code 2020. Let me summarize this presentation. This code is applicable to all establishments. This code is expected to bring a major reform in terms of health and safety and welfare of workers employed. Special provisions in respect of contract labor, interstate migrant workers, construction workers, audio and visual workers, BD and seeker workers, mines and factories. Overall, the code aim is to empower both employees and employers. Thanks for watching this presentation, and do not forget to subscribe my channel, and have a safe day.